Okay, everyone, welcome to the end of semester one. This is a summary of semester one, and we're going to go through some of the actual events that we did, as well as what we're going to be doing next semester. And we're actually going to call this class Military Studies 202, which is separating it from 200. Technically, they're separate elective, half-elective courses, and of course, there's no prerequisite for one or the other. The first semester in aerospace science, we covered everything from physiology of flying, physics of flying, to weather. The second semester, we cover the physiology of flying, exactly what happens to your body when you fly, as well as I have schedules already for us to visit Embry-Riddle and go through a crash lab, because at that point you're going to be handling not only individual crashes, but what causes the crashes as far as weather, avionics, pilot error, and stuff like that. So it's going to be a good experience to be able to go to Embry-Riddle and actually see their crash labs. On this change of command that we just had about a week ago, I have a change of command brochure here, I guess a summary of our quarter, and this reminds you of exactly what we've done in our ROTC. My cadets put together the thing on the right there. We have been through a lot of color guard, honor guard. Those are all extra credit type situations, as well as our birthday party. Let's see, we went through 3 parades. Please stop touching her. Thank you. We have been on field trips to Embry-Riddle 3 times, as well as Luke Air Force Base. I think we had 2 or 3. 2 trips to Luke Air Force Base. And of course, one of our highlights this semester was our Veterans Day celebrations. We had a Veterans Wall with, 2,000 names? I can't remember, 1,500. As well as our parade downtown. We had almost 100 cadets at the parade. And it worked out real well. Just this past weekend, well, actually 2 weekends ago, we had the Shriners Clothe the Child. We have a lot of, about 40 or 50 of you guys going to the Walmart at 6:30 in the morning to do the Clothe the Child. And of course, we ended up having our inspection prep with everybody working hard on that. You guys have your semester test of your 30-step coming up here in basically 2 or 3 days. In general, this class has freshmen to seniors in it. Again, I want to emphasize to you that the 30-step drill evaluation is typically given to second-year cadets in ROTC nationwide. The fact that I require that of first semester, first-year cadets is kind of unusual, but we expect you to step up to the plate and actually perform as a team. It's more of a team-building thing than I'm actually evaluating on whether or not you're a perfect drill person when you're a first-year cadet. This thing here on the left, this weird-looking thing on the left, is what I call the Christmas tree. Okay? Can you read it there? Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Can I read it bigger? I don't know how really to make it bigger there. What I want you to look at it. Oops. And this actually will be part of your semester final written test for my Military Studies 200 kids, not necessarily my hybrid students, although my hybrid students will certainly see this next year. I will be asking you guys to pick out 2 or 3 of the quotes on this Christmas tree and tell me what it means to you. In particular, at the base of the tree, we have our Junior ROTC Cadet Honor Code, which, oh, by the way, goes straight from all 3 military academies. I will not lie, cheat, or steal, or tolerate those who do. Those are one of the tenets, one of the things that we believe in JROTC. I actually talked about it at the beginning of this class. Of course, it's on our website. Our 5 tenets are integrity, service, and excellence, which are the Air Force core values, as well as the 2 things that we carry in our cadet handbook. The first of which is the Cadet Honor Code. I will not lie, cheat, or steal, or tolerate those who do. And then the other one there is the base, the very bottom of the Christmas tree. I'm sorry, I apologize, I made a mistake, I accept responsibility, I won't do it again. Whether you guys realize that or not, everybody makes mistakes, but only smart people or mature adults don't make the same mistake twice. And once you make the mistake, you have to recognize it to be able to correct and not do it again. I told you guys, I believe I told you guys this in our leadership evaluation this quarter that I had a great teenage moment where I stole my grandmother's Cadillac. Did I tell you all that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so everybody remembers that fabulously. But I did not do that again. And oh, by the way, when confronted by my mom, I admitted it. I fessed up, and I think I was smart enough not to do that again. That was probably not the highlight of my teenage career. Okay, so I designed this Christmas tree on purpose. With of course, the basic foundation is your integrity, but then also at the base of all the quotes I have there is truly whether or not you're an adult. In high school, of course, you guys realize I've had 2 teenage kids in high school, and I got a 7th grader right now. Everybody wants to be treated like an adult because I'm an adult. You can't wait to be an adult, to go off and be 18 and go do your stuff. But you know what? If you look around your lives, not necessarily your family, but friends, people you've run into, I bet you there are people in your lives that will not accept responsibility for their actions, will not accept they made a mistake, and if they don't accept responsibility and admit they made a mistake, they're going to make the same mistake again. And to me, that is one of the final levels of being an adult. And I'm telling you, some people are 40, 50 years old. Look on TV, politicians. I did not have an affair with that person. And then, oh, by the way, after all the proof is in, it wasn't really an affair, it wasn't really me. You know what? I have no respect for that person. And you think that they're going to stop doing what they're doing? Stealing money from banks, stealing money from people. If they don't admit that, they'll never grow up. So I feel like our tenets, our junior ROTC tenets, the Air Force core values, as well as the Cadet Honor Code, and that bottom part about apologizing, accept responsibility, I call that the second most important statement in our cadet handbook behind the Cadet Honor Code. Up above there in our Christmas tree, I tell you what, Christmas tree, Cadet Malusnik, pick out a statement in the Christmas tree that you like or you've heard before.
When you dream, dream big.
When you dream big. I like that. Let's see, I can't remember exactly where I got that from. Probably as a teenager, honestly, or a 20-year-old or something like that. I always had people when I was your age tell me that I could not do something. And coming from South Carolina, I was in a high school not unlike this, but it was in a larger city. But I had people that told me that I could not fly jets and that I could not do some things, and it made me mad. Matter of fact, one of the quotes, I don't think I put it on there, is that if you want to do something bad enough, and somebody tells you no, then you're talking to the wrong person. And that exactly came from my experiences in trying to accomplish my goals of flying jets, that I had people that said, no, you can't fly jets, or no, there's a regulation that you're a civil engineer and you can't go into the flying program. And I go, okay, that's great, but there must be another way around it. There's a waiver for everything. There's a way to apply. And in my journey to be flying jets and achieving my goals, I actually 3 times had hit people that said I could not do it. 3 colonels, 3 military people, a couple sergeants, and I kept pursuing that goal. And I guess that's where that came from. When you dream big. And the bottom line, just like, I tell you what, it's a lot of, no one in here, but in the Cadet Corps, out of the 200 plus kids, we have kids applying to their military academies. We have we have alumni from the Junior ROTC applying for the Flynn Scholarship, which is the top scholarship in Arizona. We have kids that are dreaming big from this high school that were sitting in these classes. And so if they don't get the military academy, that's the gold ring, then by the way, they still get scholarships in ROTC. They still go to college for free. So I believe in going for the gold, and if you don't get it, then the silver's not that bad. And the bottom line, depending on whether or not you're spiritual or whatever you believe in controls your life, if you try the most for what you want and you don't get it, then you've done your best, and it wasn't meant to be. What else? Who's cadet to say? Tell me another quote on here that
Lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Lead, follow, get out of the way. Where'd that come from? Have you ever heard that before?
I have. Demo pod, sir.
Somebody hit Knight and wake him up. Cadet Knight, why don't you stand up so you can stay awake here? I know you're tired from studying so hard for finals, right? Okay, lead, follow, get out of the way. That is kind of attributed in a lot of circles to a guy named Ted Turner. Has anybody ever heard of Ted Turner?
Sure.
Who's that guy?
Isn't he the owner
Isn't he the owner of what?
Isn't he the owner of the Braves?
The owner of the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves with Georgia. Yeah, I'm not sure he is now, but Georgia's another country, right? 2,000 miles that way near my country of South Carolina. And Ted Turner actually was a son of a guy that owned a television station. And I mean, we're talking back in the day before cable or before internet. You had a television station in Prescott that would beam out the signal, and you would catch it on your TV and watch it. So it was a small television station, I believe, in Georgia. But anyway, his dad died real suddenly, very suddenly, like just one day dead of a heart attack. And Ted Turner was a young man. I want to say he was in college. Maybe he was not in college. But the bottom line was he inherited this television station, and talking about dreaming big, he invented, you realize CNN. I mean, Ted Turner invented CNN. That happened right next to Georgia Tech in downtown Atlanta, where I went to school, so I saw this whole thing being built as a kid. And that saying, lead, follow, or get out of the way, meaning do something, follow me, or just get out of the way because I'm gonna run you over. And he was a very forceful guy, but he invented the idea of a 24/7 news channel. He invented, or he piggybacked on, the whole cable TV, the fact that you could, Turner broadcasting symbol. And you know what? He's a sentimental guy, sort of like myself, and you realize he spent a ton of money buying old movies, which nobody wanted. Why would you want old movies when it's modern day? Yes? Yes?
Isn't that where Turner Classic Movies come from?
There you go. And he bought all these old movies that nobody wanted, but he saw the future in being able to take old videotapes, I mean, we're talking physical things, and create them into digital and putting them on a whole channel that now you can see all these old movies that would have been destroyed. So he has a lot of great vision. His son, his name's Teddy, went to the Citadel, and I actually knew him once upon a time. He's got a few children there in the southeast. But Ted Turner certainly dreamed big, and he certainly believed in lead, follow, get out of the way. Matter of fact, he is the largest owner of property in America. He owns millions and millions of acres. He's very much responsible for buffaloes, bison, being used as food. He has a set of restaurants that has buffalo burgers, bison burgers versus hamburgers. Buffaloes are much more healthier than hamburgers. And so when he dies, there's talk about him donating millions of acres as parks and stuff like that that would otherwise be developed. Yes, sir.
I know this Indian-style, like Native American-style restaurant in Denver that serves buffalo.
There you go. Well, right down here, downtown Prescott, the Palace serves buffalo. All right, one other statement. Let's see. Cadet Van Boeven, look up there and tell me a quote that you've heard of or have a question about.
To whom much is given, much is expected.
To whom much is given, much is expected. What does that mean? Cadet Smith, what does that mean? Help me. To whom much is given, much is expected. What does that mean?
Like if you put out more will be expected of you.
If you put out more?
Like, yeah.
Nope. Try again. Cadet Rains, what does it mean?
I think it means like if you get a lot of stuff, you are expected to do better things.
I think that's exactly right. Yeah, seriously. I mean, I have been quite blessed my entire life by meeting people that have helped me. And I invented this junior ROTC and taught 1,000 kids to try to help you all. Okay? I mean, I think, especially here in America, if you've ever traveled to other countries and see how blessed Americans are, you have no idea. Matter of fact, there is a Ukrainian friend here in town who's a mom, and I talked to her about last couple weeks. I know her socially, and I was chatting with her. I said, "What did you think about America the first time you came from Ukraine?" And she said, "The biggest surprise to come from a Russian-dominated country was to come here and see that there was actually food on every grocery shelf." We take that for granted. We don't even know. Can you imagine going to Walmart and have an empty store? In Ukraine, sometimes that happens. They don't have the roads, they don't have the transportation system, they don't have the economy, and they said they would line up just when a bread truck would show up because they can get bread. I mean, think about it. And so we have all these gifts that we have no idea. And so that's why I firmly believe in community service and giving back. And that's why you guys are required to do community service, because I really think it helps you out. We have about 4 or 5 minutes. I guess this will conclude here our end of the semester talk as well as the beginning of the next semester. MS-200 is online. Everyone here is enrolled in that, and we will be starting it up the 6th of January. And I appreciate your support. I hope everybody has a great Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we can't wait for 2014. All righty. And